Clearly there's no fish in this lake, but hey, I tried. Yeah, didn't catch anything down there. Welcome to Paradise. It's called Paradise Resort. I'm here at 1,000 Trails Resort in Silver Creek, Washington. Never been to this one. But with the troubles of finding a campground in this area, I decided I'd use the pass that I already paid for, you know. So yeah, I got a chance to get out my scrubber and clean the front of Miranda here. I went to Wally World and got one of these fish-looking things, really hard foam. You got to keep it wet. You can't just dry scratch it or you'll scratch the paint, but dip it in some water. And then you just kind of rub it on the surface and the windshield. I cleaned the windshield too. Yeah, it worked really well for getting the bugs off. Yeah, so Paradise here. Actually, it's just an RV park, but it's in the woods. It's also, you're not going to be able to see. If I hold the camera like this, can you see the slope? However, I'll give them credit. Even though it's really, the whole campground is sloped, each campsite is very, very level. Very level. And still not too busy here in May. In fact, so not busy that nothing is open yet here. Still. I don't know if they're late, but they're still cleaning out the clubhouse and the pools and the saunas and everything. It's still not open. I guess they're shooting for Memorial Day opening, and that's kind of something that happens up north. Our seasons are a little shorter for the amenities of the parks. Nothing you can do, right? It's funny too, because sometimes I have to throw in a little bit of, I guess you'd call it negativity. It's just a fact sometimes that it's closed. But you know, I have to throw these in every once in a while because I don't want to glamorize RV life too much, right? I feel like there's enough of us, and I don't want everybody to, you know, start working from the road and living the RV life full time. Otherwise, it's gonna get really clustered and complicated, right? So yeah, clearly RV life sucks, and don't do it, guys. Yeah, right, I can't pull that one off. I mean, here, to put this into perspective, the country store is still closed for the season. Yeah, at least the Northwest flowers are showing up. We've got some pink rhododendrons here. And some bright pink azaleas, I think. Yeah, these, I know bumblebees like these a lot. Let's stay clear of those ones. And some nice red rhododendrons. Actually, those bees like all these flowers. Oh, look. A dandelion. Blow it for a wish. Really? I will say one thing I have learned on the road as a traveler who sometimes comes back to the same areas, even if they are new places in those areas, is that to keep your positive attitude, you need to drop all expectations of how things were last time you were in that area. Because you simply cannot reproduce a memory, a feeling, an experience anywhere. I'm guilty of still trying that and getting my hopes up and then getting my hopes crushed. I have heard from some people so far that you can still camp at Rife Lake, or the way they said it is you can still get away with camping a night at Rife Lake without getting in trouble. I mean, like several of my viewers actually told me that they were still camping there even though it's closed. I'm like, guys, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to make me feel better, but you're promoting breaking the rules? That's probably not a good idea, don't you think? If it says no camping, and then it has RCW codes for the violation, how about no? Don't do that, and don't say to do that. And I don't even want to hear about it if you're doing it. Rife Lake is no longer a campground, and you should obey all rules. And speaking of rules, about fishing here, yeah, they rent canoes here too for $15 an hour. Well, not really, because the rec center's still closed for the season. So when I got into Washington originally there in Spokane, I went to the Walmart, into the sporting goods, and I went to get my freshwater fishing license for the state so I could fish this whole summer. And it wasn't $29 this year because I'm no longer a Washington state resident. I had to pay the out-of-state fee of $89 for a freshwater fishing license, an annual license. And then I got here to the Thousand Trails, and they said that my state fishing license is not valid here. Since they own the property, they can charge whatever they want, so they just charge an extra $5 for their Thousand Trails fishing license per day. Now, I can see how some other reviewers and people were like, that's ridiculous. You can't put a fee on that. You can't do that. My fishing license is valid. But then again, like I said, Thousand Trails can do whatever they want to, and they need to stand by that. So if they make that claim and say, we're going to charge you $5 a day to buy our special on top fishing license, you got to just embrace it. But there's this sign here. It says, attention members, $25 fine for fishing without a license. $25 for each fish caught over your 3 fish limit. So again, that's Thousand Trails continuing to call it a fishing license when I already have a state fishing license that I'm legal to use in this. So that fishing license word is kind of more of a broad form thing. And they have got on board. So, I mean, you have to do it, and they're going to fine you and all this stuff. And like I said, it wouldn't be so bad if it were stocked and I were helping to preserve it or continue the fishing experience to make it better. Anyway, I went ahead and bought a 2-day fishing license through them as well as some worms, and didn't even get a bite. So I'm gonna keep trying. We shall see. Eric, you're being negative again. You're complaining, you're whining, you're screaming. You know? Like I said, I even bought their extra fishing license. I just think you can't pretend like you're the law, Thousand Trails. There's a bug right there. You can't call it a fishing license. It's just a fishing fee. But anyway, you're gonna not want to get caught fishing without their fishing license on top of your legal fishing license. Okay, I'll stop. In case you didn't catch it, I sold my beloved Grom motorcycle. I sold that to be able to contribute to the other down payment for the new RV, including the sale of Yoda. That's why I don't have the motorcycle right now, and I have found that lately I really, really miss having that second piece of transportation. Granted, I don't even have a bicycle with me right now, so it's different for me when I come to a place like this for 3 nights. I can't even leave. I mean, I can walk, sure, and I have been walking. I want to keep walking. But I can't go to the store. Their store's closed. You know, I'm just kind of stuck here, and that makes the camping experience a little different for me than I'm used to. So I've kind of bumped up the priority of getting 2 wheels of some kind. I have explored getting another bicycle because my other ones I left in East Alton, or an e-bike, or another Grom or TW or Suzuki van or something. But you know, everything costs money, and I'm not a millionaire on YouTube, so I got priorities and I got to save up. I'm hoping by the end of the summer that I'll have some respectable wheels to ride on, y'all. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Let's go back to the RV. I'll crank on both air conditioners and keep cool for a little bit, have some lunch. So I put the cat in the really? You know, is there something wrong with that cat bed right there? It looks so inviting. No? What are you doing? You're looking for birds, aren't you? Well, that's a nice view once Dad actually cleans the windshield, huh? Of course, it doesn't really matter. It takes all of about 1 mile to have the entire thing covered back up, and it'll always be right in front of the camera lens. Front, always. I have one more night here. I'm going to close this video out. Unless I catch a fish tonight, then it will be at the end of this. If there's no fish catching, then you can bet that I didn't catch any fish. Okay? Okay. Bye, guys.